Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Frauder Atreus Horse with Lance and Grail Priory TTO. Back with another new book unboxing video. Glad to have you back. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Today is the Grimoire edition, the Grimoire episode. So without further ado, let's get started. The first book I got here. Slice into it here. This is actually a new release by one of my favorite authors. This came from England, so obviously they've packed it well. I'm going to spoil it here till I get it open. Let's see. Oh, this is a pretty book. There we go. The Sworn and Secret Grimoire by the Master Arbatel. Translated for our age by Count Abaca. This is actually by Stratton-Kent, I believe. That's the Night School Volume 1. Nice little book. Appears a lot darker in real life than it's showing up here on the camera. Looking forward to these other night school volumes, to what they're going to be. From my understanding, yes, this is indeed by Stratton-Kent, published by Hadean Press in England. From my understanding, this is a grimoire on how to create grimoires. If you can get a good shot of the table of contents there. It was based on the Grimoire of Turiel, but he is taking some liberties with that on kind of an introduction to grimoires in general and how to work with them, how to modify it, and understand grimoires in general. Looks like it's broken down into sections here. And let's see, we've got the planetary days and hours and some sigils. Section on invocations. It's a nice little book. I like the size here. There's some planetary sigils and squares. Interesting. I don't know a whole lot about this book. It's been sitting in the pile I have over there. Well, I've been trying to get around to making a video, so it's new to me as it is new to you. I believe this is a limited edition, although it does not state the limitation that I've seen. It may not be. I don't remember. I thought it was, but maybe it's not. Yeah, this looks like a great little, I want to say, handbook for introducing yourself to grimoires and ceremonial magic in general. Beautiful little book. Looking forward to it. Okay. Set that aside and break out the next beast of a box here. This is going to be fun trying to get into. So, let's see. Not sure where to start exactly. This one didn't come from the UK, and it is packed extremely well. This is from the fine folks over at Weiser Antiquarian, who I have commented on before about how well they pack their shipments. I think this thing can survive a hurricane, an earthquake, and a volcano and come out without a scratch. Certainly a lot of work to get into this thing. Make me work for it. It's from Weiser Antiquarian. Very, very good place to look for out of print rare books. They put out I think it's a bi-weekly mailing list that they have. They put together theme-based catalogs. I think it's every 2 weeks. So if you're interested in books and you are not part of their mailing list, I would definitely recommend you sign up for that, because I have gotten many great things from them over the years. And if you do order something, drop a note and tell Marilyn I said hi. I'm sure she will recognize my name. Okay, making progress, slowly but surely. Here we go. Number 1 and number 2. Let's see what have we here. Let's start with the small one. A Book of the Office of Spirits. The occult virtue of plants and some rare magical charms and spells, transcribed from the folio manuscript on Magic and Necromancy, written by John Porter, A.D. 1585. A thin book here, black cloth. This was Teitan Press. Oh, nice. Love how it shows up on camera, but it's got a wood grain pattern in the end papers here. That's pretty cool. Oh, I love these books. They come in multicolor ink, especially the ones that are printed in red and black. I think that just makes the text pop so well. Frederick Hockley was transcribed this book. This is from 2011, so it's 10 years old this year. Edited and introduced by Colin Campbell. If you don't know Colin, he's a good guy. At one point in time when I was a OTO body master. He was my body mentor for a couple of years. So Colin's a good guy. This is a limited edition, number 788 of 800 copies. An introduction here by Colin. I have most of the other text by Colin and Hockley that Teitan put out. I'll have to check. I have most of them, but I don't think I have completed the collection yet. So slowly but surely I'm working my way through. But this is your basic medieval grimoire type book. You know, if you're into do a lot of ceremonial magic, these books are invaluable as reference and background information. I'm a big fan of the history of things you work with. The more you know, the more you want to know. Interesting. Again, this was the Book of the Opposites of Spirits by Frederick Hockley. A Book of the Opposites of Spirits by John Porter, transcribed by Frederick Hockley, edited with an introduction by Colin Campbell. So, nice little book. And the second book I have here with a nice seal on the front. This is of the Arte Goetia, again edited by Colin Campbell and put out by Teitan Press. Much more hefty tome here. The Arte Goetia. This was published in 2015. Oh, this is interesting. Well, first edition, limited total of 792 copies, 772 copies in slipcase, 720 standard copies, hand numbered 1 to 720. And I get copy slash. Wonder if they got down towards the end there and got tired of writing numbers, so they just put a slash on there. Interesting. Well, I don't know what number it is, but it's one of the 720. And then again, this is the book on Goetia. This book is dedicated to Aleister Crowley. One must be willing to stare into a man's darkness to see his light. I like that. The history of the Goetia. Just flip through here and see what all we got. Definitely appears to be a great handbook if you're planning on working with Goetic spirits, or if you are working with the Goetic spirits and just want some more reference material. You see we've got all the Goetic demons here. There are a copy or two of the 72 edition, limited edition ones out on the market. They do come with a hand-drawn sigil. There was a copy made for each of the Goetic spirits. And I believe there's 2 different ones I saw. out there that are currently available. Very interesting. Although I do have to admit, I am kind of flabbergasted by that slash there. Not sure what to think. Not sure what to think of that. If anybody else has a copy of this that has that same limitation, I would be very interested in hearing from you. Or if you have one that has a legitimate number there, I would be interested in hearing from you too. Just drop a comment down in the comments and let me know what's going on. This again is I'm working on completing my Teitan press set of Grimoire handbooks and tomes. So this one isn't a grimoire, but it is an older book that I realized, before I say too much, let me pull this out of here and make sure it is what I think it is. A postcard here from the guy I bought it from. Hopefully, my apologies. Hopefully, the priority for the shipping. It's split here, and he's wrote down one column, then the other, and I'm trying to read it across here, so it's not making a lot of sense. My apologies for the shipping delay. This was left on the shelf and overlooked for a week. Hopefully the priority mail envelope will have gotten your book to you in time. Well, Lonnie, the guy who bought this from, I greatly appreciates that, but if you've known how long it has sat over in my book pile waiting to be opened, you wouldn't have worried about it getting in time. So if you happen to see this by some chance, no worries, man. I appreciate it. Just glad you have it. And no worries on the shipping. I do appreciate you shipping it priority mail though. So it's all good. You can probably see through here what I'm getting prepared to open. Oh wow, this looks like a very nice and clean copy. Yes, this is what I thought. This is one of the Francis King books I did not have yet. I do have his, what's it called? The OTO one. The Secret Rituals of the OTO, I believe it's called. And I do have his Sex, Magic, and Perversion book. And I found a good copy of this. This is an excellent copy. Very nice. Very nice. Saw this for a good price, so I decided to grab it. Oh, wow. This is awesome. This is good. Hold a little bit. If you can't see, this is book plate is got a stamp June 25th, 1973. Which is almost 4 months to the day before I was born. believe it or not. There's just something, I have just a weird fascination with books that are older than I am for some reason. I'm going to stretch this out a little. You can see the cover price in 1973 was $5.95. It has a $35 here written in pencil. I don't remember what I paid for it exactly. This is awesome. I mean, this book is beautiful. The dust jacket's beautiful. It's not clipped. It's still in the plastic in great shape. But this book plate with a 1973 stamped on it just makes my day. This is great. Great, great, great. Good stuff. I just wish I could say my copy of Secret Rituals of the OTO was in such good shape. This is just kind of a fascinating account of the events and personalities involved in the Renaissance of medieval magic and alchemy from the late 19th century to the present. So we've got a little bit of everything here. As you can see, starts off with some Rosicrucian. We'll get into the Golden Dawn. It leads up to the AA and OTO. Israel Vigardi, Dion Fortune. Later Crowleyan derivatives. And it leads into witchcraft. I'm sure there's some stuff in here about Joe Gardner. Oh, the Cubic Stone. That is a group I'm sure most people have not heard of. Actually, I stumbled across some of their order documents on the internet, I'll say recently. This was probably 15 or 20 years ago. I would have to dig it up, but I'm pretty sure I still have electronic copies of that. So that's interesting. This is, I think, only the second time I've seen that order mentioned in anything. And got a lot of Golden Dawn stuff in here. I didn't realize it was so much Golden Dawn. And okay, here's the real reason I bought this book. Let's be honest. '70s boobies. Members of a contemporary witch coven. Please don't ban me, YouTube. This is official reference material. It is not pornography. This channel is, can't ever get my camera straight here. This channel is a legitimate channel for research and educational purposes. Period. End of story. Don't cancel my video. Interesting. I love Francis King. Of the books of his I've read so far, he's an interesting character. This is just a fantastic copy. Very happy with it. Very happy with it. And that will be it for today's episode. I've got another one coming up. Let me see here. What have I got on the deck? Oh, yes. My next video is going to be an update on my Moda Societas Ordo Templi Orientis video, with I managed to acquire a couple of more things that are related to Moda and the SOTO. Really looking forward to getting into that. But you guys will have to wait till next time. see what that's all about. I got some other stuff coming up. And then the next video after that will be the Crowley special. I mentioned that on the last video if you haven't seen it yet. But on October the 12th for Crowley's Lesser Feast, I'm going to have another huge special video that's going to rival the special Motive OTO video I put out for book opening number 4. So stay tuned for that. I think you guys will enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you feel like it. Come back around. I hope to keep this up for the near future. And if you have any questions or comments, leave me a note. And I'll be in touch. Until then, love is the law. Love under will.